Alright guys, welcome back to the series. Up until now we have seen what are Git branches, what are Git commands. We also saw what are different playgrounds wherein your file is residing from local to staging to remote. In this video we are going to see what are tags, right? So on the screen you can see that I have listed down few things, few commands. But before that, first we will see what are tags. So whenever you are working with the big project, you often release some features, right? So you get a business requirement for some feature, then you plan with the team when do we have to ship that feature, and then accordingly you release that product. Now when you start working in the sprints, you will get these requirements incrementally. What I mean by that is, in version 1 you will release some feature, in version 2 you will add some feature on top of that and you will release that. Likewise, in version 3 you will add some more complexity and then you will release it. So to release that, we create tags. Tags are nothing but the save points or checkpoints to the specific commits that you have committed onto the any branch. Let's say main, develop, or for that matter you can create tag from any of the branch. It is easier to navigate through the tags instead of the git commits, right? So I have shown you how git commits id look like, 40 character long string. So it is difficult to go through the git logs, find out the specific commit that you want, and then check out on that particular commit. So instead of doing so, we can navigate through via tag. You can create a tag with some meaningful names, or you can create them with the version numbers like v1, v2, v3, and then you can simply check out on them, right? Apart from that, tags are fixed and saved when created at that particular moment. What I mean by that is, if you see the timeline of the develop branch or main branch, the code is constantly getting pushed onto those branches, right? So in the future you won't be able to figure out what exactly commit is there when I pushed the changes of authorization or authentication, or which is that commit wherein I made a changes for login page, right? But with the help of tag you can easily pinpoint it, right? Second thing is, or the third thing is, nowadays when you are working with the pipelines, or the deployment starts executing when you have created a tag. So these are a few points. We can say that because of these, tags are created, and these are some meaningful usage of them. Now third thing is, we will see how to create tags. As you can see, the git commands are present over there, so we will do them practically. Let's get started. Before I show you how to create tags, just take a look here carefully. So here we can see that there are 5 branches that we have created, but we have 0 tags so far. We have not created any single tag up until now, but we are going to create one right now. So let's go back to the CMD, and before going back to the CMD, let's see which command is used to create a tag. So the first command that is used to create a tag is git tag and its name. But before that, we need to switch to the branch from where we need to create one tag. I'm in my project CMD. I'll say git, sorry, git status. It is telling me that I am on main branch and I have committed something which is not pushed yet onto the main. So let's do it quickly. Git push provision main. I have pushed that code onto the main. I'll clear screen now. The command that is used to create a tag is with the help of git tag and tag name, we have created our very first tag, that is v1. With this command we just now created one tag, right, v1 tag, and in front of this git tag and tag name command I have written something like lightweight tag, and here I have written annotated tag. So it's your homework to find out what is the difference between them. Okay, I have created v1 tag. Now with the help of this command I'll create one more tag, the third one. It says git tag dash a, tag name that is v2, some message. I have created one more tag with the help of second command. Now before pushing those tags onto the remote, how do I know if the tags I have created are really created or not? So to show or to display the tags, we have a command as git tag, and it will list all the tags that you have created so far. Right, so as you can see, I'll pull it a little left. So as you can see, I have created two tags, v1 and v2. After creating these two tags, now we will push them onto the remote. To push it onto the remote, we need to use this command, which is git push origin and the tag name. So there is one more command to push the tags, so we will make the use of both commands, right, the first one and the second one. As you can see, I have pushed that tag onto the remote, right? So let's go to the GitHub portal and see if that tag is really pushed or not. I'm on GitHub portal, and here I can see earlier it was 0 tag, right, if you remember, but now when I see here it shows one tag. So let me click on that and see what is there. Right, so this is the tag that we had created, and it has been pushed onto the remote repository. This was one way of pushing the tag onto the remote. Now we will use, instead of the tag name, we will say dash dash tags. So let's see how it works. Okay, seems it has succeeded. Now let me go back to the portal again and see if the v2 is also pushed onto the remote or not. We are already in the tags page, and here we can see that v1 is pushed, and then we have also pushed v2. Now guys, this was all about tags, how they are created, how they are pushed onto the remote. But now I'll show you their practical use. So let's go to the Visual Studio Code. I have some exercise written over there. So consider these are the 3 releases that we have planned with the business. Okay, so in release 1, what we are delivering the counter feature that we have worked upon. Okay, in the release 2, we are adding one more feature of alert. So when you click on some button, the alert will be shown onto the page. And the third release will have a new page, that is about us page. From release 1, we already have one counter button with us that we had developed last time when we were checking the Git branches, right? So this is our counter that we had developed last time. But to make some scenario, what I'll do is I'll write some buggy code. Okay, I'll introduce one bug in this counter. Now here what I'm trying to do is when the count number goes beyond 4, the counter should increase by 2 numbers instead of 1. Sorry, I'll say 2, or it should increase by 1. So this is our counter. This is our counter. Let me click on it. 1 2 3 4 5 6 8 10. Did you see when it crossed 5 it started incrementing by 2 instead of 1. Now what we'll do is we'll push this code onto the main, and let's say that our QAs did not verify the feature thoroughly, so they did not go beyond 5, so they only checked up until 4 and they saw that the everything is working fine, so they also approved the build. So now whatever we have worked upon, I have pushed it directly onto the main. Considering that we got a sign off from QAs, they tested the build and they did not find this bug. What I did is I also created one tag because we are pushing this onto the production, right? The feature. So I created a tag. So how to create tag? Git, I'll clear screen first, CLS, git tag release v1, or I'll say release 1, or let's go more professional, v1.0.0. Okay, everything is fine. Now what happened is some user started using that counter, and that user figured out that, oh okay, that is some bug, so whenever I cross 5 it is incrementing by 2 and this is not how it's supposed to work. So that user has raised a ticket now, and that ticket has come to us for the hotfix. So here what we are doing is, before releasing the second release or version, we are releasing one hotfix. While this is happening parallelly, our team is already working on the next features, right? So the team is thinking that we have delivered counter, now we are delivering alert. So parallelly what I'll do is I'll copy this, I'll say alert, and now as per second release our counter is also there, also have alert button which will alert hello world onto the screen. So like how we created a release for this one, we will also create this tag or release for alert. Now before creating v2 tag or v2.0.0, let's push whatever we have locally onto the remote. So I'll say git status, git add, sorry, git add dot git commit and git tag v1 or v2.0.0 2.0.0. As per plan, I have created, or we have created, our second release also, which is nothing but 2.0.0. I'll say git tag. Now we can see that there are two tags created, 1.0.0, 2.0.0. I'll push all these tags onto the remote. Now what happened is, now we are talking about this hotfix. Now before releasing the about us page, we want to fix this counterpart, but we also have to make sure that we are not pushing anything which is related to release 2, that is the alert button we introduced in release 2, right? But we don't want to push it. We only want to push this fix wherein the counter is incremented by 2. So in that case, what you will do, I'll show you. So here we want to create a branch from tag, okay? Because I told you that tags, when created, the code is frozen at that point, or the code is saved, unlike the branches. To get that code which was there when we released version v1, we need to create a branch from that tag. So to create that, what is the command? Git checkout -b branch name and the tag that we want to use. So let's go there and create it. Git checkout -b, we will say hotfix, the tag that we want to use it to fix the issue. Now if I go back to the Visual Studio Code, it will show me all the code which is there in v1 release. Came back to my app.jsx. You see there is only one button, that is counter, and we do not have that newly added button of alert. And this is the buggy code that we introduced. So we quickly remove it. Say Control S. Let's go back to the project and see if it's working as expected or not. My cross 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now it's working as expected. So we have fixed the bug. Now we create one more release or one more tag which will have the fix code of this bug. Because we fixed a bug into this release, so we are incrementing a minor version. So that tag will be 1.0.01. But before that, let me add everything. And then we'll create a tag. Git tag v 1.0.1. Because we have fixed a bug in this hotfix release, so we will increment a minor version. So our tag will be 1.0.1, and I'll enter. And whatever we have created so far, we will push it onto the remote. Git push origin --tags. Now after when this is done, we will see on the remote if this 1.0.1 is present on the remote or not. As you can see, the hotfix tag has been pushed onto the remote. That is nothing but 1.0.1. Alright, that was all guys. That was all about tags. How do we create them? Why do we need it? And we also saw the practical usage of it when we talk about deployments and releases. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.